So, students, today's class is the electric machine lab. Okay, electric machine lab, and the experiment name is speed control of DC motor. Okay, speed control of DC motor. Basically, in this case, we will use shunt motor. Okay, speed control of DC shunt motor. Now, in this case, you first you do the equipment status. Please take a copy. Please take a copy. Okay, that is equipments used, right? We'll give serial number, name of the device, name of the device, then you write quantity, then you write type, rating, maker's name, okay, maker's name and maker's number. So this kind of things you have to do priorly. Okay, so whatever the equipments you are using, what are the voltmeters you are using, what are the ammeters you are using, okay, what kind of wires you are using, it is a single stand wire, is it a multi stand wire that you are using, so that thing also you have to consider. Clear? Now, in case of name of the devices, you are using the DC machines. So what is the make name? That while you will physically come to the college, you will see that in the DC machine there is a written, the maker's name is written there. Okay, so that particular component name you have to write. Okay, what are the kinds of multimeters you are using for considering the and what kind of tachogen generator tachometers you are using for measuring the speed, that is also important. Okay, now we'll go for the C. This will, you will give this thing like this. Okay, and you make it like 1 2 3 4 like this. So is this table completed? You just write for this thing for your reference. Okay, so
Yes,
whenever
sir.
the college or you will go for suitable equipments, you can easily note down that thing. Okay, next we'll have some theory part. Okay, now basically you see DC shunt motor. Now how you can control the speed? Now the first we'll generally draw a particular diagram. DC shunt motor, that means you have to give a supply. Understand? You have to give a supply. That means DC voltage you have to apply. Okay. Now basically, whenever we are considering a system, basically a shunt motor system, right? So this is a particular armature. This is the brush or motor side where the current can be entered in this armature circuit. Okay, and it is called shunt because field winding is shunted. So this is the field. Field winding is shunted, right? So I'm writing here field winding RSH. I'm giving a name RSH. Okay. When you will giving a supply V, a current will flow. Okay. A current will flow. That current will take two different paths. One is IA, another is ISH, or you can say IF. This is the field. So I'm writing here, this is the field current, IF. Clear? Now, when we are providing the supply voltage, that means the current is flowing to the armature. Okay, that means a current carrying conductor we are placing in a magnetic field because this is a field winding for which flux is created. Okay, and the current carrying conductor tends to move. When it tends to move, it cuts the flux and a back EMF generated. So that generation of back EMF will be in opposite direction, and considering a particular resistance, small resistance, is RA, and the back EMF which is generated, which is opposing the supply on, that is EB. While we do the form, the equation of DC motor, you can write V minus IA RA minus EB will be equals to 0. Okay, or EB will be equals to V minus IRA. Clear? E will be equals to V minus IRA. Achha. Now, in terms of the power formation, we can write V equals to EB plus IRA. Now, if I multiply both sides with V into IA, it will be EB into IA plus IA square RA. Now, you see this particular phenomena IA square RA is very, very less. Okay, this particular IA square RA is very, very less. Now, the formula of EB we have not entered in that particular syllabus. EB, I'm just writing here. EB equals to phi ZNP by 60S. This equation will form in the next class. Okay, how it is coming, that we'll discuss in the next class. So EB equals to phi ZNP by 60A, and you see this EB into IA. This is the electrical power developed converted to equivalent mechanical power. This thing converts to the equivalent mechanical power. Now say, when this particular shaft tends to rotate, this armature tends to rotate. Okay, so that is the rotational torque. Rotational torque is created. That is given by omega into T. Okay, or you can say EB into IA will be equals to omega into T. Okay. EB EB into IA will be equals to omega into T. Okay. So electrical equivalent power which is developed is equals to mechanical power. Okay, omega into T. And see, for getting the for controlling the speed, okay, for controlling the speed from here, this equation this equation phi ZNP by 60A will be equals to EV, or can I write N equals to 60 into A by Z into P into EB by 5. Now see here, N will be equals to 60A into EB by ZP into 5. Achha, let me tell you one thing. In this particular equation, this phi denotes the flux per pole. Okay, flux per pole. Z denotes the total number of armature conductors. Total number of armature conductors. Okay. N is the speed in RPM, revolution per minute. Okay. P is the number of poles, number of field poles, and A is the number of parallel paths. Okay. So now you see number of parallel paths. Number of parallel paths. This is A. This A is a constant term. Okay. Number of parallel path. A is a constant term. Number of armature conductors Z is also a constant term. And number of field poles P is also a constant term. That means this particular thing 60 into A by Z into P is constant. So in that case we can write N is proportional to EB by 5. Clear? N is proportional to EB by 5. Now, while we are considering this one, we can write N is proportional to now EB. Now EB equation we have already obtained. The equation of EB, that V minus IA RA equals to EB. Okay, or equals to 0, or from here EB equals to V minus RA. So you can write V minus IA RA by 5. So the entire equation of speed is depending on this particular form in this circuit. Now you see RA. What is RA? RA belongs to the armature resistance. So the speed can be increased or decreased by changing this resistance. So for that part, what we will do? We will put a rheostat. We'll put a rheostat or a barrier or rheostatic variac in the series with the this winding, and this is the flux, right? If flux increases, then speed decreases. How the flux increases? I'm just showing it to you, because you see, if we increase the armature resistance, in that case, V minus IARA, this particular difference will decrease. If this particular difference will decrease, in that case, the value of speed will increase. Similarly, in case of phi, that is flux, right? So if we increase the value of field current, how we increase the value of field current? By decreasing the field resistance, RF or RSH. So you have written here RSH, so I'm writing here shunt field. If we decrease the value of shunt field, here, this field winding, in that case, the field current IF will increase. If we increase the value of IF, that is field current, that means the current which is flowing through the electromagnetic field. So if we increase that, then if it is before the saturation, in that case, before the saturation of the ferromagnetic material, in that case, the flux will also increase. If the flux increases, then the speed decreases. Okay. But in practical cases, if we increase the value of voltage, automatically speed increases. Okay. And in sometimes in the load condition, when this particular machine is loaded with some others, in that case, it has been seen that when the flux increases, speed is also increases rather than decreases. Clear? So there are two different format is there, when it is loaded condition, when it's unloaded condition. Okay. So now that means we have to connect two different rheostatic position in with this. So I am connecting with this. Just a minute. Here, similarly, this is called rheostat. So it is I. This current is IA, and this current is ISH, or you can say IF. Okay. So simultaneously in the experiment, what we will do, when we fix this particular rheostat, we can change the position of this particular armature rheostat, and the speed will increase or decreases. Similarly, whenever we'll fix this particular position and we'll vary the field rheostat, the speed will increases or decreases. So let me show you this thing with the particular video. Just a minute, students. Have you understood what we have discussed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Just a
sir.
minute. So students, now I will share a video. Just a minute.
This experiment name is speed control of DC motor. This one is armature control, and this one is field control. अभी देखो ये कनेक्शन ये सप्लाई से एमीटर थ्रू armature to
Voltmeter will be connected in the parallel, okay? And ammeter will be connected in series.
connection. That's it.
From field winding to we're connecting a field circuit.
आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस मेथड में वोल्टेज, आर्मेचर करंट, फील्ड करंट, स्पीड आरपीएम में आएगा, और फील्ड रेजिस्टेंस में वोल्टेज, आर्मेचर करंट, फील्ड करंट और ये स्पीड आएगा आरपीएम। ठीक है, एक बार ये आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस मेथड में फील्ड को कांस्टेंट रहेंगे और
So there are two tables basically. One is your armature control method, another is your field resistance control method, right? Now in armature resistance control method, there are three columns will be there. One is for VA, that is supply one. Then the current, which one you have to measure, okay? Through armature current, you have to measure, and the speed. And in the field resistance control, similarly, you have to check the value of field current, okay, and keeping the armature current constant. And what is the speed you have to measure.
और जब फील्ड लेंगे तब आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस कंट्रोल को कांस्टेंट। ठीक है, अभी यहाँ पर देखो, इसको फर्स्ट ऑन करते हैं। बस दिखा रहा है चेंज करते हैं।
When the connection is coming as negative, when the value is coming as negative, so you have to reverse the terminal, so that polarity will change.
वोल्टेज ये एक्चुअली इंक्रीज हो रहा है। यहाँ पर सपोज ये 100 है, आर्मेचर करंट ये है 0.2 समथिंग है, यहाँ पर फील्ड करंट है कांस्टेंट 0.25। टेक्नोमीटर इसको कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पर तो 1 आरपीएम कांस्टेंट है। अभी ये आर्मेचर धीरे-धीरे इसको इंक्रीज करेंगे। इंक्रीज करने से क्या होगा, अभी 150 हो गया, इसके रिस्पेक्ट में आर्मेचर करंट ये है 0.3 एम्पियर, फील्ड करंट कांस्टेंट है, स्पीड देखो, स्पीड इंक्रीज होता है, स्पीड 1 to 2, ऐसे इसको इंक्रीज करेंगे ऐसे। यहाँ पर वोल्टेज 200, करंट 0.3 एम्पियर, फील्ड करंट कांस्टेंट है, स्पीड भी चेंज हो जाएगा, स्पीड देखो 1556, 5 और 4 to 5 रीडिंग लेना पड़ेगा। ओके, इसको इसको कांस्टेंट रखते हैं, ठीक है। अभी सिमिलरली ये फील्ड जो है, फील्ड को चेंज करेंगे। चेंज करने के बाद देखो यहाँ पर सपोज 0.23 उसके रेस्पेक्ट में देखो यहाँ पर स्पीड 807, नेक्स्ट 0.21 अब वो स्पीड 818, यानी थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज हो गया। फिर देखो इसको
Now we are keeping the armature size constant, and now field is changing. Okay.
846 ऐसे 5 to 6 रीडिंग लेना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। इसका मतलब है किसी जो मोटर है एक बार आर्मेचर को कंट्रोल करके इसका स्पीड देखेंगे, एक बार फील्ड को कंट्रोल करके इसका स्पीड देखेंगे, ठीक है। एक बार आर्मेचर कांस्टेंट रहेगा और एक बार फील्ड कांस्टेंट रहेगा, उसके रेस्पेक्ट में स्पीड रहेगा, ठीक है।
Students, can I play this video again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just I'm telling you what is happening here. See, this video is captured by our Ridesh Mandal sir in our SM college. Okay. To show you, we want to show you the physical experiments. Okay. Whatever is possible in this pandemic situation, we'll do it. Okay. The thing is that in this circuit, whatever I have shown you here in the particular diagram, okay, I have shown you that we have using two particular rheostat. Okay, so one is for DC field, one is for armature, another is for the field winding. So what we will do, you have seen in this video, there is a multimeter which is connected in series with the field winding. So firstly, what we will do, we fixing the field current constant. Okay, we are fixing the field current constant, that is 0.25 ampere. Field current we are making as constant, and now we are changing the armature resistance. Okay, so that the value of the armature current is changing and simultaneously speed is also changing. In the second case, what are doing, we are keeping the armature side armature voltage as fixed constant. Okay, armature side voltage fixed, we are fixing as constant, and then we are changing the field rheostat. That means we are changing the field current. Okay, in the second case, you will see that the ammeter which is kept in the board, okay, in the that particular board, panel board, that particular armature current is fixed and field current is changing. So let me play the video again.
This one is armature control, and this one is field control. अभी कनेक्शन is supply से ammeter to
ammeter to your armature. Just see. Ammeter to armature. Armature A terminal. Okay. And then from A terminal, that is armature secondary terminal, to regulated DC. Voltage source should be connected in parallel across the armature voltage. So we are measuring the armature voltage. Achha, one thing that we are keeping the voltmeter across the particular armature. This one, we are keeping the voltmeter across the armature. Okay, so that that particular voltage, terminal voltage, can be shown.
आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस मेथड में वोल्टेज, आर्मेचर करंट, फील्ड करंट, स्पीड आरपीएम में आएगा, और फील्ड रेजिस्टेंस में वोल्टेज, आर्मेचर करंट, फील्ड करंट और ये स्पीड आएगा आरपीएम में। ठीक है, एक बार ये आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस मेथड में फील्ड को कांस्टेंट रहेंगे, और जब फील्ड लिखेंगे तब आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस कंट्रोल को कांस्टेंट। ठीक है, अभी यहाँ पर देखो, तो फर्स्ट ऑन करते हैं। रिवर्स दिखा रहा है, इसको टर्मिनल को चेंज कर दो। वोल्टेज ये ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज हो रहा है। यहाँ पर सपोज ये 100 है, आर्मेचर करंट ये है 0.2 समथिंग है, यहाँ पर फील्ड करंट है कांस्टेंट 0.25। तो मोटर मूव कर रहा है, देखो मोटर जैसे मूव कर रहा है, ये कैलकुलेटर है, कैलकुलेटर से इसका स्पीड पता करना पड़ेगा। टेकोमीटर इसको कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पर। 821 आरपीएम। ओके, फील्ड कांस्टेंट है। अभी ये आर्मेचर धीरे धीरे इसको इंक्रीज करेंगे। ऐसे इंक्रीज करने से क्या होगा, अभी 150 हो गया, इसके रिस्पेक्ट में आर्मेचर करंट ये है 0.3 एम्पियर, फील्ड करंट कांस्टेंट है, स्पीड देखो, स्पीड इंक्रीज होगा, स्पीड 1222। ऐसे इसको इंक्रीज करेंगे, ऐसे यहाँ पर वोल्टेज 200, करंट 0.3 एम्पियर, फील्ड करंट कांस्टेंट है, स्पीड भी चेंज हो जाएगा, स्पीड देखो 1556। 5 और 4 to 5 रीडिंग लेना पड़ेगा। हो गया। नेक्स्ट इसको ऐसे सपोज 100 वोल्टेज में इसको कांस्टेंट कर देंगे। ठीक है, अभी सिमिलरली ये फील्ड जो है, फील्ड को चेंज करेंगे। चेंज करने के बाद देखो यहाँ पर सपोज 0.23 उसके रेस्पेक्ट में देखो यहाँ पर स्पीड 807। नेक्स्ट 0.21 स्पीड 818, यानी थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज हो गया। फिर देखो इसको 0.19 इसके रेस्पेक्ट में देखो स्पीड 846। ऐसे 5 to 6 रीडिंग लेना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, इसका मतलब है इसी जो मोटर है एक बार आर्मेचर को कंट्रोल करके इसका स्पीड देखेंगे, एक बार फीड को कंट्रोल करके स्पीड देखेंगे। ठीक है, एक बार आर्मेचर कांस्टेंट रहेगा और एक बार फीड कांस्टेंट रहेगा, उसके रेस्पेक्ट में स्पीड वेरी होगा। ठीक है,
So, students, have you understood this video?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And in the next, you have to draw two graphs. One is your speed versus field current. Okay. So in the second table, you having the armature side constant, armature voltage is constant, and you are getting the speed versus field current. So one graph you have to plot speed versus field current. So field current, the reference one should be in x-axis and the resultant one should be in y-axis. So armature current should be in the x-axis and speed will be in the y-axis. Similarly, another graph you have to plot, that is speed versus armature current. Okay, so the table number 1, so the left side one, so field current you have to take constant, and you have to plot the graphs between the speed versus armature current. Okay, so this thing you have to do it. Okay, so students, this is all about your lab. I'm stop sharing my screen. Students, can you switch on your video so that I can take a snapshot? Okay, just a minute.